Okay, welcome everyone. Good evening, everyone, and welcome again. Whether you're here live or on the replay, we are glad you are here. Tonight is an opportunity to learn, share ideas, encourage one another, and continue building our business together. We'll be discussing how to make the most of our online stores and how to create meaningful conversations with customers, whether online or at a vendor event. Let us share your experiences and learn from one another. You never know when something you say may be exactly what another ambassador needs to hear. Thank you for investing in your business, in yourself, and in your business. Let's get started. Oh, this is
All right. Can you hear me?
yeah.
Yeah, you just sound like you're far away.
I'm
Or
sorry.
maybe it's my volume.
No,
It's
it's probably it's my phone, I'm sure.
mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
All right, the icebreaker question is if your Avon online store were a physical store in the mall, what would customers see the moment they walk in?
Skin so
Ah,
soft.
what you say?
Skin so soft. Mm.
Ah,
Everywhere. If I had a tub like down in Maryland, it would be in the display like that.
Oh,
right,
okay.
Yep.
right.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, that was good. I
Mm-hmm.
was looking at
so
a picture, one of the pictures I took with the tub the
Mm-hmm.
other day too.
Mm-hmm. I gotta find it in my phone, but that's
Yeah,
something
and
to
I say
post.
I gotta let my chat GPT use it for
Mm-hmm.
me and create
Oh,
something with skin so
yeah,
soft.
to create something
Mm-hmm.
with skin so soft.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Mine would be skincare. They would see the a new ultimate line, the gold bottle,
Mm-hmm.
day and night,
Mm-hmm.
and the whole shebang
Mm-hmm.
with skincare items.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they would see first the moment they walk in.
Mm-hmm.
mine would be perfume.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Who else is on? I can't see who else is on, but who else is on?
Barbara and hey Caritha. Caritha is on.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
I
Miss
would
Barbara.
say I would say skincare, but mine would be all the Beyond Glow.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Caritha?
I would say, can y'all hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, I would say a collection of men cologne because we sell
Mm.
a lot of products for women, but we really don't advertise too much for men, and we do have
Hmm.
products for men.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's good.
And for me, it would be perfume, of course, fragrances, and bath and body. So
Mm-hmm.
one side
Mm.
would be fragrances, and then the other side would be bath and body. Or I would have a big display of fragrances, and
Mm-hmm.
then bath and body somewhere in
Mm-hmm.
the mix. But those
Mm-hmm.
those would be my
Yeah.
um, main things that they would see when they
Mm-hmm.
walk in, and they'll probably have somebody spraying them like when they spray you at Macy's. with the
That,
with the fragrance of the week.
mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, that's good. That's
Mm-hmm.
good.
All
Yeah,
right.
those are some great Avon stores, man.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine if we could all put together and have a
A
store,
big right,
Yeah.
one big store, and
one
then
big store.
everybody would be everybody would be manning their own categories. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
skincare, bath and body, fragrance, skin so soft. So everybody would
Mm-hmm.
have their specialty area that
Mm-hmm.
they're
Hmm.
dealing with.
Oh
Mm-hmm.
my God. And
Yep.
Jeannie and Pinky would just be talking to them
Talking
and
about
and,
what?
and pull them in because
Yep.
they are the talkers and
Yep.
and they could pull them in.
Exactly.
I
Oh
was at
my.
a block party Saturday and I brought some stuff with me. I didn't do too well, but it was all right
Mm,
because nobody
mm,
was
Uh-huh.
really selling. You had to be a vendor. But
right.
I met this one female and I was telling her I had some Avon products and she said, yeah, I do Skin So Soft. I go to the store in Irvington. I was like, oh, okay. You go to a renting store. She was like, yes. She always let me know when stuff is on sale. So I
Okay,
was like,
good.
okay, but her thing was people be asking her why is her skin so soft, and she said
Mm.
this is why because that's what she used. I was like,
Literally.
you right, you right, it works,
Literally. Yes.
huh? It works.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah,
It works.
skin so
That's funny.
soft.
Why is
That
your
is
Hmm.
skin
so
so
good.
soft? Skin so soft.
Yeah.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
Man, that would really be good.
Hmm.
Yeah. So tonight we're gonna be talking about all of that, you know.
Hmm.
We're gonna be talking about promoting our online store, and what we some of what we do when we have vendor events and just having those conversations
Hmm.
because the thing is some of us, including myself, are not very good with those first conversations,
Hmm.
and the first conversation is not selling, it's engaging. And so
Hmm.
we're going to be talking about those things, and hopefully, we will have interactions and that we will be willing to share. And I really hope Pinky joins us because she's been out there doing some vending, and so we hope that she will be able to join us and share some of what her experiences have been like. And thinking like a customer, we ask ourselves, why do people shop online? And now we want to put ourselves, in the headspace of our customers so that we can understand why they would shop with us online. And before I get into that, I just want to tell you, I mean, one of the reasons why I like online shopping and I promote it, and I have a reasonable size online customers. And if you see in the reports, each campaign, you see my name there for online customer. Almost every single campaign, I have online sales, and I promote it, and every campaign I send an email to my customers. I get their information from when they order, because when they order, their information is there. And if there is Avon has free shipping, I'll email them and let them know, and so on. I am engaging with them. I'm sending them thank you cards after they submit their order, and I'm building that relationship with them because I like it, because it means that they buy their thing, Avon ships it to them. Even if there's a problem with the order, I mean, sometimes they call me, about the issue that they may have, but then I have to direct them again to Avon. Even if I call Avon and get some information, they still have to contact Avon.
Uh-huh.
Avon ships their things to them, and then Avon gives me the commission. And so to me, it's like it's one of those things that I love. Um, and so I try to encourage it as much as possible with people that I meet. I don't try to convert my regular face to face customers to online. That is not what I do. I try to get a whole different set of people that I may meet, wherever, and and encourage them, excuse me, to shop with me online. So, in general, people shop online for the convenience of it. They just go on their phone, go on their computer, they place their order, boom, they pay it with their credit card, and that's done. They can select what they want, they can see it, and then Avon, the pictures that Avon has on the website, they're so bright and vivid, and some of it is interactive, especially the makeup. They can try on the makeup. They can see reviews from people. They can get recommendation even as a part, like for example, for skincare, it gives you can choose what your issue is, and Avon recommends products that you can have. And then there are special offers that are available. That happens with us for shopping from other stores, online stores, be it Amazon, Macy's, where whatever not it is, from shopping. People shop online, regularly, and these are the reasons why they shop online. Let me ask you, ask us all, do you do any shopping online? um
Yeah.
Everybody pretty much.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
coming to.
yeah,
That's all we're gonna be
Yep,
doing in a
that's all I
minute.
do.
yeah, yeah. And these are pretty much some of the reasons, easy checkout. I think I see my Miss Other Barbara just joined us. Wow, good to have you on board, Miss Barbara. Miss Barbara just celebrated a big birthday, and she's been also celebrated her ninth anniversary in Avon. So good to see you on, Miss Barbara. So yeah, that is some of the reasons why people shop online.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Did you know your Avon store is open
Can't hear
24
you.
hours? What happened?
Can't hear
She
you.
said she couldn't hear you.
All right. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's just low. That's all. I
Yeah,
can hear
that
you.
I'm
that's that's
sorry.
that's that's a little better. That's fine.
Yeah. All right. Did you know that your Avon store is open 24 hours, 7 days a week,
Mhm.
nationwide? Just like Amazon, just like any other store, your Avon store is open all the time.
Mhm.
Just as Angeline just explained that she promotes her online store to customers because it's an easy way for everyone to shop at their own convenience when they're ready. If they're out of town, they can shop, have it shipped to them if they want to take it with them, or if they wanted to meet them wherever they are. So these are some things that we need to think about. Also,
Mhm.
do you think your direct customers, do you direct your customers to your online stores often enough? So
Mm-hmm.
that's something that we need to think about. So if, for instance, a customer is shopping and is spending over $60 with you, do you direct them to your online store, or do you put the order in on your own?
Yeah, I usually put my order in for the people that I have. I usually put the order in for them because they don't want to go online.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
But I do suggest that people do. But I'm gonna tell you what happened when I did. I told Angeline a couple of weeks ago. I met this lady at the gym, and I gave her my website. And instead of her going to my online store, she clicked the QR code and she shopped from there. So
Oh
I
wow.
lost money. So now
Uh-huh.
I sent her the link, for whenever she's ready to order again. So that's why I
Uh-huh.
try to make sure my link is on the book. But she shopped from the QR code. I said, I didn't even know we had a QR code.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I looked and I don't see no QR code, so I don't
Huh.
know. I mean, like I said to you, I think she probably had somebody else's card as
Card,
well,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
which had a QR code,
QR code on it, yeah.
and she shopped from there. You
Mm-hmm.
know,
Mhm.
it's
And
like
you
my
know,
cards, my stuff. I have a QR code on there
Right, but not on the
with
not on the
them.
website. So. But I
Mm,
do I do direct people to do that, and they be like, I just want to use the book. I'm like, okay, so I'll just give them a book with the website on it and let them know all my information is here. If you have any questions, just give me a call or call me and I'll put the order in because
right.
some people say they're gonna do it and they don't. But I be like,
True.
if you just tell me, I'll just put it in for you. Just call me and I'll put it in.
Yes.
Mhm. To
Yes.
piggyback off of Jeannie, I have I got a new customer. She lives down the neck somewhere. Never heard of her before in my life. Well, anyways, three of them. They say they don't like to do it online, and I asked them if I put the order in, how y'all gonna get your merchandise? Because number one, I don't drive. I just take the people that I know that's in my area.
Mm-hmm.
So they was like, well, could you could you mail it to me? I said, that's making double for me, where y'all could just go online and get it and it come right to you. So they were like, well, I don't want to do it like that. So I said, well, let me think about how I'm gonna do this because I'm not delivering nothing. I'm not putting nobody's stuff in no mail because I got stuck before putting stuff in the mail, and I'm not doing that again. I'm not.
No, and you should not.
Mm-hmm.
You should not
yes.
do that. And
Yes.
sometimes you have to be skeptical of people who
Mm-hmm.
they claims that they want products,
Mm-hmm.
but they don't want when they want something from Amazon, they just get on that
Right.
on their phone and they just order what they want.
Right.
Exactly.
So, I mean, it's not rocket science,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
for them. They do it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and we don't have any rep that is in the neck. I mean, we're all up this side in Newark.
Mm,
Those of us who live in Newark. But no, I'll be skeptical of them. You
yeah.
know, and we can always talk because I mean we know we're business people, so we know how to talk to them and to
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
say that when they shop online with Avon, they get if it's their order is $60 or more, it's free shipping. Avon, they also get and I should have put it on there. They can get a
Yeah.
15% discount. It's 15 or 10%.
Something like
Um,
that.
they get discount for their first
First
order,
order, yeah.
the first order, and so Avon is always having, um, codes and getting free items and so on. So we can always sweeten the pot with telling them those things. But now don't get me I don't want us to misunderstand, and thank you, Tamara, for all that you shared before, and thank you, ladies, for sharing as well. We appreciate that so much. Now, for your customers, and like I tell you, with my face-to-face customers, I'm not trying to convert them to shopping with me online. It's like we're all out there trying to do some kind of vending and so on. Plus, we meet people all the time, that wants to get Avon, or they're asking us about Avon. And as Jeannie says, she has her information there, which she is saying to them, this is my information. You go online. Now, the best thing to do with them is to say, may I have your phone number so I can
Indeed.
text you the link. That is the most secure way of getting the customer to actually be shopping with you and don't end up shopping with somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Because when they're typing in that information, they can always make mistake and they can land somewhere else, or they get frustrated because they can't get through. When you send them the link, they click on the link and they are directed straight to your store. And so there is no way of that not happening.
Mm-hmm.
And plus you also have their contact information, you know. And so you assure them that I'm going to send you the link, and you send them the link immediately.
Immediately.
You don't delay in doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's
One,
what I'm encouraging for your customers that you have, that you deal with on a day-to-day basis. Keep them as they are. If someone moves away, then you tell them, listen, I can still be your representative. Now you will just shop online. If you do like I do, when I'm ready to beg and beseech my family members wherever they are, I'm contacting them wherever they live, Florida, New York, wherever. And I'm saying, hey, I need support. Can you order from me? And I'm sending them the link to shop with me, right? But your regular customers, you don't need to be converting them unless something comes up in their circumstances, which necessitates them shopping with you online.
Mm-hmm.
So
one thing,
understand that, Claire, ladies, and I'm noticing in the team that there is an increase in online sales. So it means that you guys are doing something,
Mm-hmm.
and so I'm really happy and proud of that. That we will continue to do that. And just remember, each time you see Avon is giving away something, giving a code or so, just shoot that off to the person who shops with you online, and don't let them miss out on those opportunities. Okay.
one thing that I do for my online stores, I keep it in my notes.
Mm-hmm.
I keep the link in my notes, so it's
Yes.
easier. You just
Yes.
copy paste it, so it's not
Yes.
something that you have to type out all the time. So if you
Yes.
have a notepad or something in your phone that is easily accessible,
Mm-hmm.
store your link in there so that whenever
Mm-hmm.
you meet that person in the moment, if you meet them in the supermarket or whatever, when you get back to your car, then you just send them that link, briefly with a reintroduction of who you are, and then you
Mm-hmm.
just post that link immediately
Mm-hmm.
in the message.
Yes, absolutely. And we had some responses in the chat. Barbara Lewis says that she encourages customers to go online, and Caritha says that she puts in her customers' orders, which is good, absolutely good. I do both.
Yeah, I do
Um,
both too, because I let them know, because Angeline, I called you before because we couldn't figure out how to sign up to do it online. I still don't know how to do it, honestly, for a new customer. So I give them the link. I say you can always go to the left and do the drop down and just look through there, find the brochure, flick through it, and then they'll call me or text me the product numbers, because I don't know how to sign up, to get an account. I don't know how to do it. I have not figured it out. But some people can, and some of my people they can't. So I said, if you can't figure it out, me and one lady was on the phone for an hour, and we could not figure out how to do that.
you mean she was trying to shop online?
Mm-hmm. Couldn't figure out how to do the account. I don't know how to do
Oh,
it. But people
oh,
do it, but I don't know how to do it. I couldn't, I tried to help her. I couldn't figure it out at all. So she just gave me the product numbers, and she was more concerned about getting the discount because her order was like $170.
mm-hmm.
And so I just gave her some free items. She gave me all the product numbers, and I just gave her, like free gift. because
Mm.
we couldn't figure it out. And luckily she lived here.
Yeah. Oh,
Hmm. Yeah,
that's
I don't know how to
interesting.
do it. I had two people tell me they cannot sign up to do their own account. They can't do it.
Mm.
Hmm.
Well, so I can't either though. I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, it shouldn't be difficult, you know? It shouldn't be something that is hmm,
Yeah,
that's
I can't
interesting.
do it. Yeah,
Um,
I can't help nobody when it comes to that.
yeah. So let me I'm going to try something here. Um, where are we? Okay. So I'm going to, break out of what we were doing and I'm going to go there and try to do it.
Yeah, because one of my customers, she recently
Hmm.
told me. So
Hmm.
she said she can't get onto my to do an account. And she used to send me her order online, go and it just sit at the bottom till you're ready to release. She said she
Hmm.
can't do it anymore. And I don't know why. So she'll just text it to me or call me.
Okay. So this is all right. So this is my store. All right. If
Mm-hmm.
someone goes to my store,
I'm listening.
actually, let me do it. Let me go to Genius. I'm going to log in, go onto Genius, onto Genius page and see. Okay. Your store is so it's avon.com/rep store / what's it, J Jeffers?
No, it should be my whole name. My whole name. Just Jean Jeffers. Mm-hmm. The whole name.
Yeah, got it. All right. This is important, ladies. So I'm going to do this. So can you see it? This is Gina's store.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see it, guys?
Yes.
Okay. So I just logged in and just go on to Gina's store. So a new customer going to Gina, what they would do is they would click on sign in.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they don't have an account as yet. If they're visiting for the first time, they would then go create an account.
And where was that at?
Okay, so top right hand side, right next to where it says Jean's online store, it says sign in.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, so they would click on sign in,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then they would get the option to sign in. If they're a repeat customer, then they would just sign in. If it's a brand new customer, below that it says create account.
Mm-hmm. Because they
So
was
they
asking me for my account number. I said I can't give you that because that's
no,
not how it works.
no. Oh, so that is where they have to create an
Mm-hmm.
account. Just
Mm-hmm.
like just like anywhere that they shop online, they create an account. So to
Um,
create
sorry to stop you, but what were they trying to do? Put an order in or become a representative?
Put an order in online.
Oh, okay, okay.
Because
right.
one lady used to do it all the time, but hers would come to my shopping bag or whatever you call it, my cart, and it'd sit down in below, and I would see it. And then once I released my orders, it would go. She says she can't do it no more. She don't know why it's not working for her.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm
And
Yeah.
then the
sorry.
other
Go
lady,
ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, she still has to sign in.
Mhm.
So with this now, then you would just they would just put in their first name, put in their last name, put in their email address, re-enter their email address, create their password, and that's and their then it goes down their phone number, they agree, and so on. And that is how they create the account. When they are ready to shop, they would just use, because remember, right here, they create the password,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So all they would do when they're going to place the order is to use the email that they used to sign up to create the account and the password that they did right here.
Mm-hmm.
And that is how they would sign in. So the first thing they have to do is to create the account.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my guess is what is confusing them is when they click sign in, it is asking them for an account number at the top.
Mm-hmm.
But if they don't have an account number, or if they did not create any account yet, then they would just need to scroll down a little and create the account. And then after they create the account, then that is when they would then put in,
Yeah.
they don't have an account number per se. It is just us that have an account number. What they
But
would
then
use is their
e-
email address to sign in, to log into their account. And it operates the same way with us when we go to Amazon. You go to Amazon, you have to log in to your account. Unless you're on the app with your phone, then it automatically populates. But it is there, it has your name and so on at the top right hand corner and so on. And anywhere else that you go, Macy's, whatever not, it is you have to create an account, and then
yeah.
when you go back, you sign in with your information. Does that make a little bit of more sense, guys?
Yes, so she did it because remember I called you. So she did her email address, she changed the password, she changed the email address, and she could not get in. She had a big order, so I ended up getting it, and she had to, just tell me all the numbers, but couldn't figure out what to do when it was time to, because it was something about the end when you go to send the order, the address. It was something, I don't know what it was. I
Right,
don't
but
remember.
that's not the system, because it is really not a difficult thing to do when it comes on to the system. It really is not. It is
But doesn't it
to up.
ask you if you want a direct delivery order or if
That
you
and
want
that
a
that
representative order? Yeah.
and that was the problem. It was the direct delivery. Then it kept coming up, create another password. She already did it. Do your email address. No matter what she was putting in, it wasn't working. And she could be like me when it comes to stuff like that, because we was on the phone for an hour, really an hour. And I told her I can't.
Yeah,
I really can't help you because I just I mess up my own self like that too, because it's like when you put in, it could have been the phone. My son says sometimes it's the phone that won't
Another
allow
one.
you to
Avon
do
yeah,
things.
Autopilot Lab.
I don't
yeah,
know, but
yeah.
I've done that, and I have not, I have not been able to do things on my phone that I should be able to, but it won't
Right,
allow me to.
right.
So I just took the order from her because I
Yeah.
messed up with Amazon. I just wanted to order one thing, and I signed myself up for Prime. Don't ask me how. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So I'm
it
wondering why they
happens.
taking money out of my account, and that's what it is. So I didn't even know I had Prime TV. So
Yeah. Wow.
yeah, that's why I
Yeah,
don't like
but
all
the,
that.
but yeah, you're right. It happens sometimes when you're not familiar, because I had to help my sisters out with different websites that they've gone on, and I've been able to help to walk them through getting their way. I'm not saying I'm available 24/7, but
Mm-hmm.
guys, if you're in a jam like that again, then I mean, I'm willing to help with your customer. Thankfully, it worked out for you that you were able
Right.
to get the product numbers, and deliver the order to her.
Hmm.
But I'm here if you're in a jam like that, and I'd be willing to walk somebody through situations like those.
And back to what Tamara said, she said you got to choose direct delivery or rep delivery. It
Mm,
says something else because I was asking her that,
mm,
and it didn't say that. So I think it's a different wording up there. It's not direct delivery. It's something else. But I
mhm.
didn't know to ask her that, and she said she don't see direct delivery or rep delivery. So that's what I'm saying. We just had a time.
Yeah,
We
but to be
just
honest, I don't even know if they have, I don't even know if they you have that option for rep delivery and so on anymore.
it says something else.
I think it's just direct delivery these days. I don't know.
Maybe they
But
changed it.
Huh?
huh?
Maybe they changed it where she can't add the order to it anymore.
Well,
It's-
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. To be honest, I really don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, so I
But
gave up on
yeah.
Okay.
But like I said, I'm happy that that one had worked out.
it. Hmm.
Good. So,
Hmm.
yep. Um, no, I'm not even sure where we are now. Okay.
Okay. Well, I got the
So,
review
yeah,
part.
so the whole thing, guys, with the online store is just know that it is available to
Uh-huh.
customers to shop with you online, and where possible, you can encourage people to shop with you online, and to have that information available. And it's good, like Tamara said, if you save it somewhere on your phone where you can just copy, paste it in and text it to someone,
Mm,
than, trying to remember it even.
mm,
Hmm.
But it's good if you can get their number and text it to them right away, because that's a contact information that you
Hmm.
have
Hmm.
as well. Okay?
Yeah, so
All right. So
Hold on. Where are we now? Wait, hold on. Where are we? Wait, wait, wait. Okay.
avoid these things, I think.
Wait, where are we?
back
Okay.
Uh,
some more. Yeah, back some more.
Um,
where it says avoid
no,
savings.
we hadn't reached there yet. Now we're introducing vending, Jeannie.
Okay.
Okay, so it says, let's talk about vending. So the first question, or the only question, is how many people walk past your table without stopping? Let's think
No.
about it. Why do people stop and why do you stop at tables? So people do walk past the table, and I just tend to hold up a thing to them, a product, or ask them about it, or have you ever heard of Avon, or have you ever used it? I just start talking to them. Excuse me, you want to try this out, and they may say yay or nay, but I try to have a conversation as they're walking by. I try to talk to them to see if they're interested in something. So that's what I do.
Yes. I'm
Hmm.
telling you, Pinky, before you came on, we were talking about the possibility of us having a big Avon store and all of us having our own little corner. And and
Yeah.
and and you and Jeannie would be the talkers to pull the customers.
Yeah.
You and
Mhm.
Jimmy would be the talkers
Yeah.
to pull them in.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
as Jeannie said, some of the things that some people pass, and I can see, and that is why I like having my Avon sign on my table, because it tells people who I am.
Hmm.
And sometimes people would be coming towards the table, and then they would see the sign, and they would say, "Oh, it's Avon," and then
Right.
and they pass. And I mean,
Right.
I don't feel in a way because I prefer for someone to show me who they are right away, that they are not a customer, and they
Hmm.
keep it moving so that they can
Yeah.
make space for my actual customers, you
Yeah.
know? And so sometimes we, in the past I used to, do this. Would you like to buy something?
Hmm.
And they're saying that, that's kind of lame. That is not something that we want to do, because we don't want to be trying to sell them something first and foremost. We want to engage them. And these are some of the suggestions, just like what Jeannie says that she does. We want to say something like, have you seen what's new from Avon, recently or whatnot? Would you like to try a sample? Are
Hmm.
you familiar with Skin So Soft?
Hmm.
Can I show you one of our customer favorites? And looking for a gift. And
Hmm.
sometimes we can just own one of these, whichever one that we feel most natural, that feels more comfortable to us. Sometimes, you know can I show you one of our customers' favorite might not be something that I'm comfortable with.
Right.
I probably will be more comfortable with. Are you familiar with our Skin So Soft? Have you seen what's new from Avon lately? Something like that. And so we would want to find what's comfortable to us, what comes natural, to
Hmm.
pull them in and to engage them first and foremost. And once we get people talking,
Hmm.
then we can see what comes next.
Hmm.
Yeah. Some things to avoid if you can. Can I help you? Because you have to
Oh, say
remember,
that.
especially for new vendors, for new people who are vending, the first couple of times you might be a little bit nervous. So whatever comes to your mind first is what you're gonna say. But once you get more seasoned and more relaxed,
Yes. Yes.
you will know what to say. But avoid these. Can I help you? Um, would you like to buy something?
Hmm.
Everything's on sale today. And then something and oh you're like, oh no, not that one. What works better is curiosity.
Hmm.
The goal isn't to sell. The goal is to start a conversation. So
Mhm.
as Angeline says, it's okay if they walk up to the table. It's
Mhm.
okay if they don't. If they walk by and some people are just there. I know I've had a lot of customers who are just there to just brag about how much they know Avon and who used to
Mhm.
sell Avon before and what they
Mhm.
remember.
Hmm.
Hmm.
It's
Yeah.
totally because guess what? It
Hmm.
helps time and you might learn something new.
Right.
So that's fine. So when you engage with someone, it also releases that tension. I
Yes.
find when I start talking to people a lot more, it
Mhm.
it helps me to relax a lot more. I don't
Mhm.
know if it's the same
Hmm.
thing for you, but the more I talk to people, regardless of what they're talking about, it helps me to relax a little bit more.
Mhm. Mhm.
Um, is this me?
Yes, you can
All
go
right.
ahead.
Other option. What brings you out to, this event today? Or, it's a beautiful day. What brought you out here today? Um, are you familiar with Avon or are you discovering us today?
Mhm.
Feel free to browse and let me know if you have any questions. By the way, do you have a favorite Avon product?
That's what I asked.
Do you have a
Mm.
Avon
Mhm.
product? If
Yeah.
it's someone who has never heard of Avon before, allow them to browse. Just
Right.
let
Mhm.
them browse. If you see that there's something that catches their eye, then you can ask, oh, I noticed that you were looking at, the skincare products. Is there something in particular that you were thinking about getting, or is it something, what's your concerns about your skin? Or
Mhm.
it's somebody else that you're thinking about, you know. So you leave them to browse, but you kind of watch them in your peripheral to see what it is that they're paying a lot of attention to.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Strike up a conversation around what
Mm-hmm.
that is. If it's skincare, if it's bath and body, just look at what they're that what they're discovering, and
Mm-hmm.
then a conversation around that. When you see, that they're there for a longer time. If they're just there to pick something up, put it down, then that's okay. But if they're lingering, then
Mm-hmm.
that's a leeway for you to start a conversation up with them.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd just like to share two things. Sometimes from the flea market, you because we go there so often, we form friendships. And
Mhm.
I have this friend and her husband that stops by sometimes. And when people come to, my tables, I just allow them really, to browse. And she would, if she's there chatting with us and so on, and she'd be like, "You have a customer, you have a customer." Same way, you have a customer. I mean, it's like, and she would be like, and sometimes if she's comfortable, she goes up to them and said, "Can I help you?" And then her tone, I cringe because
Oh my God.
her tone is really kind of brash, and she's like, "Can I help you?" And I'm just like, I'm cringe because I'm like, oh no. You
Customer's
know,
way.
so that's what's one of the things we really just want to be able to engage. And the other thing I want to share is I can't talk too loud with this one, but a lady came once and she was looking
Camera
at
laughing.
Imari. And so we have three Imaris now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like I say, I normally just let them browse. So she's smelling the Imari.
Uh-oh.
And so who decide to say, we have two other Imari. We have this one too, and have that one too. So what you think happened with the lady? She got confused. She's like, because she is you could see that she's an older person, and so she just wanted to reconnect with the old Imari. And so afterwards, she just shake her head and she just left because now she's
They're not
confused
oh.
because it was just too much for her. And so that's another thing that we try to avoid as well,
Mm-hmm.
overwhelming them with
Yeah.
too much,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
sometimes they can come and they're browsing and they don't seem as if they know what they want. And we're giving them, a number of different fragrances to smell.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I would take something that's really strong and let them smell it and then see what their reaction is like. And then I'm like, how's that for you? Is that close to what you want or for, and I would, from there, choose what else to give them.
Mm-hmm.
If they're like, oh, that's too strong,
Right.
then I know where to go from there,
Mm-hmm.
and vice versa. So things like those we want to do, but it is really good to form, relationship, to engage them. Sometimes people compliment others on something that they're wearing, or if they're the kid with them, you engage the kid,
Mm-hmm.
and talk to the kid and so on. So you're building trust with the person and getting them comfortable with you. Like Tamara said, the more we talk with someone, the more you get comfortable and so on. So that is the kind of things, those are some of the kind of things that we want to do. I would love to hear from you as to, what your experiences have been, since you've been out there, some of you, vending or just, talking to customers. What has been some of your experiences?
Well, with me,
Mm-hmm.
I have, my favorites are haiku, but
Mm-hmm.
I switched to red pearls, the sapphire.
Mm.
That
Yes.
smell good.
Yes.
So I've been wearing that, and I'll be at the bus stop,
Mm-hmm.
and this elder lady like, "Excuse me, man, I don't mean to be, saying that I'm not funny now." I started laughing. I said, "I'm not funny." She said, "But that fragrance you have on smells good. What is it?" I reached in
Mm-hmm.
my pocketbook and I showed it to her. She
Mm-hmm.
said, "Where's this from?" So I said, "Avon." And it's crazy. A lot of people keep saying they never knew Avon was
I
still in
know.
existence.
I
Yes,
know.
all the time,
I know.
all the time,
Like, yes,
Mm-hmm.
I'm an
all
Avon
the time.
representative.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm to the point
Mm-hmm.
now when people say, and I shouldn't be doing that, but I'm gonna stop, that they like it, I give it to them. Then I gave them my email thing from my store, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, then that's my favorite now. I don't switch. They're like, even down to my church, like Sister Brown, what you have on that smell good.
Mm-hmm.
So one of my older customers, she got the regular one, the original one. So when
Mm-hmm.
she started smelling out, she said, "What's that you have on?" So I
Mm.
got the book on my shoulder. She
Mm-hmm.
said, "Do you have it on you? Do you have it?" I was like, "No, I gave it away, whatever." So I'm gonna get it when I get another one. I'll let you smell it in person. So when she smelled it, she said, "Could you order this for me and my mother?"
Mm-hmm.
So I said, "No problem." She's like,
Mm-hmm.
"You don't switch." I like, yeah. She said, I don't smell the Haku because I like the pink one with the pink top. That's my
That smell
favorite.
good.
She said, "You
Mm-hmm.
want to switch from Haku to Sapphire?" I said, "Yes, I did."
I've
Yes.
even sprayed that on a piece of paper, wrote the name of it down and my phone number, and call me when you want to order something.
Exactly. Stop
Because you
giving
ain't
away
getting
your
my bottle.
thing.
Mm-mm. I'll be like,
Stop
let me
giving it
know.
away.
Let me
Time.
know.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
I stopped, so I don't do it like that no more. I don't give it away.
No.
So I
Mm-hmm.
said, what I'm gonna do, buy some, the Q-tips
Mm-hmm.
and spray it on the Q-tips and give it to them.
They may
Yeah.
not remember what it is. Put it on a little
I'm
white
gonna
piece
put a
of
piece of
paper.
paper over it
You've got
and say,
to, yes, you've got to
"This
make
is what
sure that you
this is what
put
I
your
have on, or
phone
whatever."
Yeah.
number. Mm-hmm. Yes. Thank you for sharing, Miss Brown. Anybody else? Pinky, come on. Tell me what's been going on with you.
Yeah. Well, I like to talk, so as even though Tamara say you must ask them if they want something to buy, but I normally do that
Okay.
when they pass by. I'll
Mm-hmm.
try to give a book or give out my
Mm-hmm.
card, or I start having open colognes now, and
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
ask if they want to try it
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I've
Mm-hmm.
been mostly going to church events now. So
Mm-hmm.
like
Mm-hmm.
most of the older folks when they see, oh, Avon, oh, I've been looking for Avon such a long
Right.
time and I couldn't find
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
somebody. So then, you'll start a conversation with like some of the older ones.
Mm-hmm.
And, that's how it start eating off. I really not been on the road, just going to some events
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
and taking my bag and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it.
Okay.
But it's kind of lean right now at the start off here.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm hoping that things gonna turn around.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
thank you for that, Pinky. Last time we were on, our last meeting, we were talking about the difficulties that people are experiencing now, and that we
yeah,
want to be conscious of that.
yeah.
We are holding back on shopping ourselves personally, and just know that
Mhm.
other people are doing the same thing too.
Yeah.
And
They want it,
so
but they don't have the money.
exactly. And they have to
Yeah,
be
they want it, but they don't
weighing
have the money.
What is it?
weighing what do I get, what
Mm-hmm.
do I
Mhm.
buy, you know? And
Yeah.
it's really really difficult for
Mhm.
people
Mhm.
now. So, like you said, it's not like they don't want the thing, but they
Yeah.
really have to be making that decision as to what they really want to
Yeah,
get.
what I've been doing, like it's been costing a little bit, but I
Hmm.
get like one or two people will call. It's like because of the church, and most
Hmm.
church are always having events,
Hmm.
and then they're asking, can you put an ad in for $20? Depends, $25. That's
Hmm.
always try to put in my Avon ad. So like
Okay.
Oh,
when I know at the event, they already know. Oh, see
yeah.
some
Yes. Oh,
great
that's
church.
good. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
See
And
some great she's from
mhm,
Grace Church. Oh, is the Avon lady from Grace.
mhm. And
So because most
trust me, Pinky, that was where I started too,
yeah,
and it's a uphill climb, and it may seem
yeah,
like you're not getting anywhere sometimes, but that is
yeah,
why we have to constantly put our information out there, because you
Mhm.
never know
yeah,
when those persons will then call you,
Mm-hmm.
and
yeah.
that is how you build up your business
Yeah,
because
because the other day my church had a luncheon for Mother's Day,
mhm,
and I put an ad in our journal, in our
mhm.
yearly journal.
Mhm.
And then the other day somebody called and said, are you Miss Pink? And I
Mhm.
said,
Mhm.
yes. So you the Avon lady? And I said, yes. He said, oh, I was browsing through the journal and I saw, and from when I want skin source of oil?
Mm. There you go. Yes, there you go.
Yeah.
And little by
Mhm.
little, your reputation, the reputation that
Yeah.
you have built,
Yeah.
that is what will drive people
Yeah. But sometimes you don't really have the money to put in the ad, but you take a chance.
exactly. It is. It is a gamble.
Yeah.
That's what
So
business is. Yes. That's how
it's
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
when it
Mhm.
was Mother's Day the other
Yeah.
day.
So when she said that, and she said, oh, and then she said, but I live in Elmont. How am I going to get it?
Mm.
And I said,
Yeah,
okay, I can bring it to you.
my
I'll
son.
bring it for you. And she said, okay, thank you so much.
Oh,
hmm
yeah. I was saying that my son got me.
And Elmont is a little bit from where I live in Cambridge Heights.
I can't.
Yeah,
But she was buying more than one. So I was say, okay, let's jump on the bus and carry
absolutely.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Tamara. Thank you for
No, I
that,
was
Pinky.
the same thing with my son the other day. One of his co-workers
Mm-hmm.
wanted gifts for his one for his mom and one for his aunt,
Mm,
and he was asking my son, "Oh, your mom still makes those baskets for
mm,
Mother's Day and for." So my son texted me same time and said, "Oh, my friend wants two baskets, for one for his mom and one for his
mm-hmm.
auntie." I said, and it was late. It was like the Saturday before. He texted me
Wow.
the Friday, so there's no way for me to order. So I said, okay, let me when I get home, I'll see what I have in
Mm-hmm.
the
Mm-hmm.
house to make him the two baskets.
Mm-hmm.
It's the second time because he said his friend was, he kept on forgetting because
Mm,
that I always have stuff at home, but
mm-hmm.
still have to, let me know because there's
Right.
still things they don't have as much as they used to,
Mm-hmm.
a set. So you still have to let me know in time, just in
Right.
case I have to order. So there are people who have you in mind, you know,
Mm-hmm.
when for these special occasions because they remember what you did before or
Mm-hmm.
like that. So the impression that we make as Avon representatives is lasting, especially when you present something that is gift worthy to people.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I agree. Thank you. Thank you for that, Tamara. Anything else? Miss Barbara, you're quiet tonight, Miss Barbara Williams. But I understand. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm just messing with you. You're good. I know you're always, but thank you, ladies. So I'd just like you to let you know our next meeting is going to be this month, the 29th.
Hmm.
And then we're going to do something that we don't generally do. We're going to be taking a summer break.
Uh-oh.
So,
Oh,
Okay.
somebody's going on a vacation.
Hmm.
no, well, I'm always going on vacation, but I mean, I can work around that. But
Hmm.
I think we can take a break. What do you ladies say?
That's good. I'm going to be at all the house music events, as many as possible.
Of
So
course.
I'm planning on trying to make a couple of dollars out there. I'm doing a block party on the 20th too.
Oh, you
Hmm.
were hosting it?
Huh?
You were
No,
hosting it?
no. Mm-mm.
Oh,
There's going to
okay.
be other vendors there, but it's going to be in Newark, so I'm going to do that.
Okay.
Hopefully
Good.
that works out.
Yeah.
It's a big block party.
Wow.
Yeah.
And the thing is, we can do, in the meantime, I mean, we'll keep, in touch by the Facebook group and so on. But we can continue to do our, online shopping and card. But anyway, we have our next meeting on the 29th of June. That meeting, I'm not going to be planning anything. We are just going to talk
Okay.
and share
Hmm.
whatever we want to share. Just have an open meeting and just have some fun,
Hmm.
for that meeting. And then we break until September so that
Okay.
we all
Question.
can just
That's a long break.
That's a long
Okay.
break.
Yeah.
Question. When is
Like
the
the
next
school.
meeting when they go out?
So it's just July and August.
August. Hmm.
July and August.
Hmm.
What you said, Miss Brown?
When's the next time y'all go out to these other Avon places?
I'm not going this year.
Oh no, we're not going this year. This is it's
Darn
in
it.
it's in
You mean tell
um it's in Florida.
Hmm.
Yeah.
you mean to tell
This
me I'm going to get my ID for me to fly in the airplane for nothing?
but there's a meeting coming up in New
Or-
York,
Yeah.
which I mean they have a waiting list already. I thought I was early,
Uh,
but I'm on the waiting list. So,
I wanted to go to my reunion, but I don't have no passport or no regular, no
oh
real
dear,
ID.
you've been saying that too long now,
No,
my
no, no. I'm going to
love.
get my real ID the
Too
30th.
long.
I'm going to
Thank
get
you
the
all.
30th.
We're gonna be taking our pictures. Let me just close
Just
off. Thank you
ignoring
if
her.
you're watching the replay. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Caritha, for sticking with us. I know you're a hard worker, and we've been watching you online. Loving it.
Got a
Keep it
glare.
up, girl. Keep it up. Girls, if you're not friends with each other, look for each other on Facebook and be friends with each other. Support each other. Whenever
Hmm.
you see anybody post anything supporting, publicizing their business, click like, comment on it so that if people don't comment, people just see your thing and pass it by. Facebook does not put it in front of people. The
Uh-uh.
number of people that like or love or just comment on your post makes a difference. If nobody does, then Facebook does not put it in front of them. And so we can't think that Facebook is putting it in front of people and people are not liking it or so on. It is just they are not putting it in front of them.
Well, they removed some of your friends and stuff too, though, because a lot of people I was friends with, I don't know where they're at.
Well, no, but Facebook don't move them. The persons may not be your friends anymore
I
because
don't
they
think so.
choose not to.
Mhm.
But they're there, and some of them are there. But if they are not in the habit of liking your post, Facebook is not putting it in front of them.
Mm-hmm.
And so we have to support each other. So make sure that you're looking for each other's pages and liking what they're posting. Miss Barbara Williams is always posting. Caritha is always posting.
And I don't see any of this stuff.
There you go. So you got to make sure that you're friends with them for one. And then, look for you might have to start by just going on their page and liking it. And you'd be surprised that after you start liking it, then Facebook start putting it in front of you. Almost every time Barbara posts something, it pops up on my feed.
Yeah, I don't see. I only see some of
Ah,
Denise
are
things.
you
I
guys
don't
on
see.
Instagram? Miss Barbara, are you on Instagram?
Yes, she is.
Okay.
Yeah, she's on Instagram. Yeah. But yeah, we really have to
Miss Barbara.
support each other in that regard. All
No,
right.
I'm not on Facebook, so I have to look for you guys on Instagram.
You're not on Facebook?
Not anymore.
I'm not on
Okay.
Instagram.
Uh,
I don't even know how to operate that.
Thanks for sharing. I'm on
mhm.
Instagram, but I don't post my Avon on Instagram. Maybe I